Last time on AFC. AFC rookie Mark Healey got off to a dream start for reigning champions Team BCF. Whilst the combination of Mitchell and Matthew Langford have kept Team Jack Links in strong contention.
Have a look at this thing.
Join us now on the picturesque waters of Eungella Dam for the action-packed finale to round one of AFC 16.
So ultimately, AFC this year, it's a two-day event and you really want to carry that confidence going into day two. So it's really building on us right now. I know we need another bite. I know we're just short of the quota you need in Eungella to definitely take the maximum points for round one.
We've got 4 in the well, we've got 2 crackers, but there's 2 fish in there that we'd really like to upgrade. So if we can get another really good upgrade, or even possibly 2 upgrades, I think we'll be doing pretty good. I think we'll be hard to beat, but we need 1 fish at a time. So let's put our heads down and keep working this timber, and hopefully we can just get those 2 big bites we need.
Yep, told you everyone there.
Oh, he busted me off on a tree. So there it goes, the upgrade just gone.
Our plans worked really well in the morning. We've runned and gunned, so we've gone to our spots and hit them very quickly. And the sun's above the horizon now, it's starting to warm up, which is perfect. So we go back and we start fishing the trees. And to fish the trees when the sun's up, we have to really, really slow down. So we're fishing down deeper in the water column, and within minutes we're starting to get bites again, so it's all happening.
Get him up, bro, get him up.
I seen that, well done. Oh, good angles.
Ah!
Yeah, it's getting later on in the morning now and we're looking for key upgrades. We're looking for them big upgrades. There's like a 75 centimetres sort of.
Yep. Oh!
Yeah, right. So I've made a run out of the basin just to check one of our key areas from last year. I've pulled up there. It was almost instantaneous again. Set the hooks, and this thing nearly landed in the boat on the hook set.
Wow.
That is the smallest sooty I've ever caught.
Righto, in the last hour here, we're still looking for that 1 or 2 big upgrades. We've just come to an edge here. There's a slight breeze just blowing onto it. There's a line of lily pads, so we're just rolling hard bodies across the top, and hopefully we can get a good fish.
So at this point, I can feel the nervous energy from Mark starting to pick up. Obviously, he wants a bite to settle the nerves again. Ultimately, when that sun comes up, it's going to be tough and it's going to be a grind. You just got to focus on that deep timber.
Yep, yep, yep. Oh, good one. So I cast into this tree. It's probably only about 3 or 4 foot deep. Clunk, I get this good fish. I'm going, oh, it's big, it's big, it's big. Oh, good one. Well, it felt like a good one. I don't think that's going to be an upgrade, but hey, I pull it in. It's like the smallest fish for the day.
So we moved into our 3rd spot now. Oh, a bit.
Yeah.
We're just about to leave to go to another spot, and that's when it happened. I threw a cast in. I get it about halfway back, it's still amongst the trees. I felt a bite, there it is, and bang. Oh, big one. I get the fish out, it goes back in, it's come out, goes back in, it's come out.
Get him up, he's a nice one.
Mitch quickly puts it under the net. Yes!
That'll upgrade to 38.
Straight away, I knew it was one of those feelings that's just awesome. We get it into the boat, high five. This is what we want. Look at the guts on that and how fat. They're literally little dark footballs.
He's got a dad bod.
He's got a dad bod right in amongst that timber. It's a bit of a risky cast, but got him out. Beautiful colours in the sunlight. And they're just built for ambush. They hide in the shadows. And that's exactly how we ate then. I'll let this guy go. A great key upgrade. We keep chipping away. The bigger fish are definitely out in this main water. How cool is that?
So the fishing's pretty tough now. We get late in the day, the wind's coming up, move spots. Hills has got a bit of a secret weapon. He's going to pull it out. The old lucky hat.
We'll give it a go, see what happens.
See how it goes. Everybody knows how superstitious I am, so I'm real into this. So hopefully it produces a few bites.
Yep.
Oh, good fish. Yeah, bud. Whoa!
Yep. Oh, sleepy cod.
That sucks. Freshwater fun.
Oh, yuck, look at this thing. Well, that's not what we're chasing. I believe they tell me this is a lazy cod. Oh, pretty disappointed when I lifted up and I had that weight on the end of my line. I thought, hello, we got an upgrade here, but he didn't do much fighting. He just come up shaking his head, big fat slob. So we'll let him go and whoa!
That'd be good for you. Oh, yuck.
We've got half an hour to go. We're thinking to ourselves, right, we're going to go and fish our rock wall. We fished it early in the day. We know it's probably more productive just when that sun's up and the rocks are warm. So we're heading towards our last spot for the day.
I make the call and I go, Mark, there's a rock wall on the opposite side of this point. It looks good. The wind's blowing on it. I've been there in previous years and it's always good for potentially one good fish or multiple small fish.
Righto, mate, let's do it. Let's go. Kill them. So we really need that last kick of fish. So last roll of the dice, we tear across to this rock wall on the other side of the lake.
As we've poked out of the timber, Matt's just nudged me and said,
Go, 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 Mitch.
as I look over, here's BCF heading to the same rock wall.
I look in my right peripheral and now I see Team Jack Links. It looks like they're going for the same spot again.
I was like, not this time, boys.
And then it's just on for young and old. It's like neck and neck across the dam.
These boys are going to absolutely blow up if we beat them to this spot again too.
We're trying our best to beat them because they got a little bit up on us in the morning early. We wanted to get there first. And the best thing about it, we did.
We definitely got there first again, and I just said to Hills, there's another good point here on the left.
There's one predominant point on this rock wall, so we thought, listen, us being the nice guys, we'll let them have it.
So we've hit the rock wall first on this occasion. They're just downstream from us a little bit. Give it to him, bro, give it to him. Bang, bang, bang. Me and Matt put 3 little fish in the boat, but we kind of played it to be a big one just to get in their heads and hopefully put one back over them for the morning.
Oh, look at the size of it! Oh, look at the size of that thing! Yep.
Good one?
Nah.
They're on them, huh?
Yeah.
Yep, big one.
Yep. Get him up, you want to drift back?
Oh, I thought he was, mate. He's not that big.
Did you call that for a big one?
Big one.
Oh mate, first day of AFC, got our 4 man, that's all we can do.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sunshine.
It's to the judges now and we're going to wait for the reveal.
Here are the results for AFC Round 1 at Eungella Dam. Team BCF landed 5 fish for a bag length of 178 centimetres. Team Jack Links caught 12 fish for a bag length of 188 centimetres. The big fish is a tie at 50 centimetres.
Well done, boys.
Well done, mate.
Well done, boys.
Thanks. Good job, mate.
Unlucky, mate. Well done, bro.
This gives Team Jack Links 3 points for the win and Team BCF collect 1 point. The bonus point for big fish is shared. Congratulations to Team Jack Links for taking the points at Eungella Dam. Now let's go straight to Kinchant Dam for the second round of AFC 16.
Today we're at Kinchant Dam. It's probably one of my favourite barra dams I've been to. It shows a lot of similarities to our bass dams, so there's plenty of opportunity for plenty of fish.
Look, we're stoked to have the win coming in today with the points lead, but today means nothing if we can't put forward the biggest barra we can in the boat.
Not all's lost. We've done the calculations overnight and we know that if we can get the longest overall bag and get that bonus fish, we can still hold that trophy high above our heads, and that's the ultimate goal today.
So I'm really excited today. First opportunity to get the first barra, so hopefully we come up with the points. We're ready to kill them.
This is AFC 16, round 2 at Kinchant Dam. 3, 2, 1.
Pulling up at the first location, the conditions are perfect. There's a light ripple on the water, the weed's laying really nice, and I just want to get our first cast in. So I've had about 2 casts. Things are feeling really, really good right now. I hear Mark put in a cast over the side. I can hear him heavy breathing. That's expected, it's a big occasion.
Yesterday was my first AFC round ever. I was very, very nervous, high anxiety. Today, a lot more relaxed, you know? I've sort of sat back, thought today we've got nothing to lose, I'm just gonna go out and enjoy it. Yes. Rod down, rod down, rod down, rod down, rod down. All of a sudden, woof, I'm onto a barra.
I look in my peripheral and Mark's rod's just arced over and he's weak at the knee.
So this is like the craziest minute of my life. I've hooked up to this big fish, it's peeling the string off. I didn't know what to do. I was just like shaking.
There he is. Rod tip down, rod tip down, rod tip down. Generally when you're fishing and fighting a fish of a lifetime, you don't really want too much coaching. Today I found myself being that annoying person.
Liam's like, put the rod tip down, put the rod tip right, no, back left.
I've got full confidence in Mark's ability to land this fish. And I know from experience, the AFC rookie can put their first ever Barramundi in the boat on national TV.
Net.
You can't swipe at him, mate. Tip down. His first ever barra on AFC. Let's do it. Let's do it, brother.
Yeah, let me tell you, there's plenty of emotion on the boat at that stage. There's high fives, there's hugs, you name it, it was happening. I'm just trembling. Oh, my heart. That's just epic. That is so good. That is the best feeling ever.
So the Barramundi hits the deck, and I know Mark, he's overwhelmed, but my first Barramundi on AFC would have gotten eaten by Mark's first Barramundi on AFC. If you're gonna do it, you're gonna do it in style, and the rookie has represented this year. Well done, mate.
It's first barra ever, 88 centimetres, the first 5 minutes of fishing AFC. Unbelievable start. The whole time I'm just thinking, I can't believe just what's happened, and my whole body is just shaking. I'm trembling with so much excitement. I just couldn't believe it. There he goes. Oh, yes.
We had 2 really key areas that we wanted to target today. We ducked in really close to the boat ramp. We knew there was a really big weed bed there. We knew the wind would be channeling in there throughout the day, and we knew it was almost a funnel for Barramundi to be caught.
So we've pulled up on a main point. It's just like a big weed flat, comes back down. We've got a couple of little pressure points, one off the back here, another one over into this bay, and hopefully we can get a good run. Matt's gonna do the shallow water, try and get a reaction strike out of the weed nice and early. I'm just gonna work the face of that defined weed edge with a slick rig and hopefully entice one as well. So we'll see what happens. The conditions are absolutely beautiful. There's no wind, which we'd like for the first couple of hours. So as I'm going through the retrieve of ripping this slick rig out of the water, I think I've ripped it out of the weeds 6 times. Bonk.
Yep.
Big one.
Felt the bite, set the hook.
You all right, baby?
Great size barra to start the morning, and Jack Lynx is pumped. Just come on, hooks. Come on, fish.
Good fish, good fish, good fish.
Oh, don't jump, don't jump, don't jump.
You're up, I got him. Good fish, Mitch, good fish.
Boom! Yeah! We honestly thought it was going to be a grind today, and to have a fish in the boat so early, it just picked our spirits up. It was an unbelievable feeling to start championship day like that. This is what you come to the Mackay region for. Early morning barras at Kinchant Dam. An Aussie icon. Such a beautiful fish. She's ready to go.
Our aim was to try and catch fish early because we knew that there was going to be a small window. We knew that we could get the bites there. We stayed right where we were.
So what we're doing, as I was saying, you can just feel the lure get into weed and you just rip it out, and that draws that reaction bite. We're just trying to keep the lure just tipping the tops of these weed. And these barra early morning, it's like a little plateau here before that big weed bed. And they're just up here feeding on bonies, and we're throwing little 130mm slick rigs, rigged it with a stinger, which is what that fish was caught on. But we just keep casting, just keep tipping that weed. You might go 50 casts, but that next fish could be a fish of a lifetime. Oh, yep. You're on fire, bro. He's coming to me. Oh. Quick shot, quick shot.
Yeah. You're on fire, brother.
2 barra in the boat in quick succession. We were absolutely pumped. Just a little fella, but that's a scoreable barra. And that's number 2 of 4 for Jack Lynx. Still early days. We got lots of time, and we're doing it. Number 2.
Oh, there's one. Right up on that point.
Oh, yeah.
Just saw his back come out. He's just chasing something.
So the difference in species, with sooties, you've got a reference point with the shags providing scat in the water. Here today, you're essentially blind fishing. You've got to imagine what's going on under the water, and you need to really find a good area that provides really good weed pockets.
I feel like we're fishing this really well.
Yeah. I'll make the most of this first hour.
That's imperative.
So need another one to settle the nerves.
Yeah, I know. That's all right. We've got a long way to go, mate.
Oh yeah, it's good.
Righto, so again, we're going to do another run. We're probably just going to keep doing this, just waiting for that little breeze to start. Mitch is fishing the outside of the weed. We've got a lot of barra sitting on the outside of the weeds, the little pockets and that sort of thing. I'm going to keep working shallow with this boney, try and use that sunlight to get that flash happening, and Mitch is getting the bites, and we're going to keep that going. Hopefully Mitch can get 2 more. It'll be awesome.
Much like yesterday, we've picked our most productive area. It's got good numbers of fish. It's probably only a 230-metre stretch through 2 little pockets, but it's our most productive area, and we're just going to hammer down here for the first probably half of the session, and hopefully we can put 4 on the boat and maybe go and chase a big one. We had a solid game plan.
Game on.
Matt's just jerk baiting away.
And I'm fishing shallow, bang, I hook up, immediately try and set the hooks.
Yep. Yes.
Oh, come off. As soon as I tried to put pressure on that fish, the hooks just pulled straight out. And gut-wrenching feeling to lose a fish, you know, could have been the 3rd one.
There's one up there. See on the edge?
Right
on the lilies.
Yeah.
So we're methodically working along this weed edge, just ripping these subsurface lures, just looking for a reaction bite. They only dive about a foot under the water, so most often you'll actually see the barra turn on it and just explode.
I'll put in a cast, anticipate the wind, and it lands perfectly on this weed edge. 2 twitches.
Tweak, tweak, boom.
And I just see my lure disappear in a compression of water and then feel that absolute jolt through my shoulder. Yeah, I'm on, finally.
Do you want me to chase it?
No, we're good here.
Okay.
We're good here.
So Liam's hooked up to our second fish of the day. It's another cracker, and it's just peel and drag, and he's just like, it's like he's done it 100 times before. He was all over it. I think I was more nervous than he was.
Get in here. It's nearly ready.
Yeah.
It's gonna have one more lunge, I reckon. Mark dips the net in the water, the fish hits the net, bang, and I'm overcome with emotion. Yes! Get that one back out, brother.
Well done, man.
Oh
well
my
done.
God. If there's any doubt how bad I want to win this. Oh my God. I'm shaking. 2 fish away from potentially winning this thing 3 times. Oh man.
So we've landed the fish. It was an amazing feeling. And not only have I got a good fish in, so's Liam. We've got 1 each.
These things, I would drive 22 hours in a heartbeat to do this just for 1 fish.
Hey, put it there, man. Well done.
2 more minutes. Come on.
Next time on AFC,
Come on, Mr. Barra.
Yes.
the neck-and-neck race to the finish concludes,
You're gonna jump.
with both teams throwing all they have at Kinchant Dam in the action-packed finale.